Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. The more and more I continue on with my life, the more and more I start to realize that I really hate wasting my time. And no, I really do hate wasting my time. I know a lot of you probably feel the same way, where you also hate wasting time. But if I go a whole day and I don't feel as I accomplished all my goals that I set for that day, then I feel like my day was wasted. I feel like I cheated myself throughout the whole day, and I sit and I ponder why. I know that's a negative way to go about life, but sometimes it just feels like a day was wasted, you know? We get 24 hours in a day to be able to do and accomplish whatever we want, but it feels like that 24 hours sometimes just isn't enough. Like, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I start on something, and then next thing you know, boom, it's 3 p.m. Like, where did all that time go? And I know one of the biggest reasons is that I do set goals for myself that I want to complete throughout that day, but I also feel like I set unrealistic goals for myself. Like, instead of saying, okay, today I want to work on just 3 videos and call it a day and then have the rest of the day to do whatever I want, I say, oh, well, if I have to do this tomorrow and I have to do this on Saturday, I'm going to use this entire day to try to record 6 different videos in one day. And realistically, that's not possible with the type of video that I'm making. Having to research and having to type out a script and having to do so much, that goal is impossible to achieve. And I know I'm setting an unrealistic goal for myself, yet I still continue to keep going. And it also has a lot to do with my focus as well, that maybe I'm so focused on the task and I'm not noticing the clock, or maybe I'm just cheating myself out on time, because we have a regimen that we stick to. You may wake up at 6, 7, 8 a.m., but on your day off, you might go, it won't hurt to just give myself 30 minutes and wake up at 6:30, or I'll wake up at 10 a.m. because I got a day off. But that's 30 minutes, like 3 hours you just lost. You have to stick to the schedule that you give yourself. I'm not saying don't have rest days, because everybody should have a rest day, but don't choose to wake up at 6 a.m. every day and then decide one day to snooze that alarm, because now you're cheating yourself out of the time you could have used for that day. I really think making the snooze button on alarms is the worst thing that they could have done, because that extra 5 minutes you get from hitting snooze, thinking, oh, that's an extra 5 minutes, I can go to sleep, it's not gonna hurt me. It actually does hurt. And don't lie either, our alarms go off, and I know sometimes we end up hitting snooze, or sometimes we just don't feel like getting up. I'm a culprit of that person that sets 50 alarms because I don't feel like I'll ever wake up for the first one. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but losing out on that extra 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes to gain an extra few minutes of sleep does hurt, because now that's time you cheated out of yourself, time that you won't get back. When I'm at work, I don't get home to around like 7 to 9 p.m. and it just feels like I wasted the whole day doing what the Steve Jobs quote says, that I'm just feeding into someone else's life. I feel like I'm wasting time that I'll never get back, making someone else's pockets bigger, and I'm just stuck making pennies. I'm not saying a 9 to 5 is the worst. Some people make a lot of money, some people don't. And I'm not saying quit your job either, but I really just wish life wasn't like this, yo. Like, I really wish that we could all just be financially free, that we could all just work on what we want and just be happy, but life isn't built that way for everyone. I personally want to make videos like this, and I'm happy doing this type of content, but I feel like I'm just stuck in a circle. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but I feel like my time's being wasted, and it's just so much more out there for me than just coming home, cooking dinner, going to sleep, wake up, repeating, because you got to go back to work the next day. I know there's more out there. I know there's more to see. I know that there's a bigger life, and I know that there's people that need this message, or, you know, people that want to be helped. And I just feel like I'm wasting a lot of time that I don't get back. Every day I get home at like 7 to 9 p.m. I sit down in my bed and I just go, wow, a whole day was wasted when I could have did something else productive. For anyone who's made it this far, what's the biggest thing that you can identify in your life that causes you to waste time? Do you feel as it's Netflix? I mean, I understand Squid Game just came out with season 2, and I understand it. or maybe it's a hobby you enjoy doing just a little bit too much. Personally, for me, it's YouTube, because I know I could sit for hours being addicted to watching YouTube videos, sometimes the same videos over. And I've made a video like this before about putting the phone down, and that's what inspired me to make this, was that I just feel like we really waste our time on a lot of stupid stuff. And taking a step back made me realize that little bits of time really does matter. Because think about it. You don't realize that some things are time waster until you take that step back and look at it from a different angle. Each YouTube video I watch ranges from 5 minutes to an hour. That's an hour I wasted watching a YouTube video. And it doesn't even feel like it was an hour after I'm done watching it. Even if I watched the video at 1.5 speed, I'm saving what, 10 to 15 minutes? I shaved off a couple minutes off an hour that I could have been spent doing other things. And when I realized this, I did start multitasking more, where I would have YouTube on in the background while I work or do laundry, rather than letting it just have myself succumb to laying in bed and just keep doing the same cycle of, I'll watch one more YouTube video, it's not gonna hurt. But doing that starts a spiral of time wasting and watching another video and another video and another video, and it just keeps on going. And I know it's not bad. I know not all of it is bad, like watching a YouTube video or sitting down and relaxing. I get that, but it's hard to find a balance. It's hard to shake that addiction, you know? Like, you got to be disciplining yourself to get things done with the short amount of time you have, like prioritizing the things that's most important to you and focusing on getting those things done first, and tackling your heaviest projects first and saving small projects for the end. And obviously, like I said in the beginning, making goals that are achievable. I really don't feel like a lot of the goals that I set for myself throughout the day are achievable. And I think that really is my problem, because today I said that I was going to get all these videos done today. And I think I realized that my maximum that I could do, if I really just sat down and focused, is 3 videos. And I need to start scheduling myself better, so that way I'm not sitting here panicking, trying to make a whole bunch of videos, when I could just make 3 videos and have the rest of the day to just relax and feel like, okay, I accomplished something. And just tackling the heaviest videos first. But you know, it's easier said than done. I still feel like a lot of my time is off balance. Like, I know it's simple to just make that schedule, making time just like not wasted and making it easier for yourself. But I still struggle with making a schedule. My life just feels so chaotic, and I can never find time in my life. It makes me sad, because like, where the hell does this time just go? It just feels so wasted, so empty. Like, yeah, I did all this stuff and I'm proud, but I've just always had this empty video that I could have did more, you know? It just sucks, because in one hand, it's like, you got a lot done today, relax, breathe, go to bed. But on the other hand, it's like, you didn't get a lot done and you could have done more, and look at all the time you wasted. But you know what? Even though I look at it from that perspective, and there's this voice in my head that tells me that I didn't do everything that I could have done that day, forget that voice. And same goes for you. Forget that voice in your head. You know, this video I made to drop some gems to you about wasting time and how not to waste your time, but it also was just a little bit of a rant, because I feel like I really just needed to get this off my chest, and just, it was therapeutic for me. And like I said, forget that voice in your head. You know I did everything that I could with the time I had today. Even if it was a little chaotic, nothing ever goes as planned. And I know that you guys also did everything you could with the time you had. And if no one's ever told you this yet, or if you haven't heard it in a while, I'm gonna tell it to you. I'm proud of you. Every single one of you that watched this video, I'm proud of you guys. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys are notified of videos that I make. Do anything that you can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Tazea, signing off. Also, there's this person that made a really funny comment on one of my videos and said at some point I'm going to have to make a video and get so many views, like 400k views, and say, do anything you can to have my non-existent videos be seen, which is a funny conundrum. But I've also thought about too about how I say signing off, and if I ever do retire one day, and you know, having to say that I'm signing off for the final time. Yeah, let's not even think about that right now, man. Let's not be sad. Let's be motivated, man. I'm proud of you guys, man. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep watching my videos, man. And I'm going to keep motivating you guys as much as possible. All right, this time for real, I'm out. I'm signing off. Peace.